Might as well stop by the food court one last time. Yeah, sure. Was our secret base after all? The usual food court. This is where you spent so many afternoons going over the case with everyone. Just sitting here brings back a lot of memories.
Huh? What a coincidence! It must be destiny!
I was just here talking to you guys a little bit ago.
Oh, so you guys came here too!
Wait, why are you guys here?
It's our very own special headquarters. There are so many memories here.
Yo there, Senpai. I thought you'd be here.
We had a feeling we'd run into everyone if we came here.
We were planning on seeing you off at the station tomorrow, but I was feeling too restless, so I decided to come here.
This is a really good thing that I actually came here. It's so great.
Well, since we're all here, why don't we have something to eat?
Ooh, let's have steak! Steak! And make Yosuke pay for everything!
I am for this, I completely agree.
Will you shut up about your steaks?
Steak! You reminisced with the others.
I really had fun in this world.
Dude, your whole existence is about fun. Well, what we've gone through wasn't all fun and games. But I gotta say, I've never felt so fulfilled in my life.
It seems we've been working on this forever, but at the same time, it felt like it went so fast. We won't ever gather here again like this, or tear our hair out trying to solve the mysteries.
Even if we wanted to talk about it all, there were so many extraordinary things that no one would believe us. Come to think of it, for me, I think it all started when Chie told me about the Midnight Channel.
I think I heard about it from her too.
Yeah, same.
How did you learn about it, Chie?
I guess it was just a random rumor. A lot of girls were trying it out.
Huh. I wonder how it started then.
I don't know.
Who knows? Maybe someone accidentally came across it?
The Midnight Channel. You know, that really was the cause of everything. I mean, the fog lifted after we caught Adachi, but there's still a lot of stuff that isn't clear yet. It's still foggy over there, too.
Some weird guy might use it to do bad things again.
I didn't even think about that.
Didn't that Amino something monster say it granted us power?
I bestowed power onto those who could brave the Hollow Forest. In other words, he gave the power to enter TVs to those who awakened to their persona ability, so that he might use us as pawns to enact his scheme.
Hey, that reminds me. Didn't your hand suddenly slip into the TV even before anything happened to you?
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Does that mean you're an exception? Well, wait, then what about Adachi and Namatame? Those two could go inside TVs before all this stuff about personas, right?
I mean, Adachi had a persona. He used it in the battle against us. But you're right. It's definitely weird.
What? Then Senpai and the other two could do it for some other reason?
There must be something you're not remembering. Anything come to your mind, Senpai?
Oh, geez, that was a long time ago. You're the only exception. You had the power to enter the TV before your persona awakened. And same goes for Adachi and Namatame. You remember that Nanako gave you something this morning as you were about to leave.
A letter? Hey, this better not be another warning.
The sender is listed as Adachi.
Huh?
What?
This is from jail? It's from Adachi.
I'm sure you're surprised to get this letter out of the blue. I'm writing this because there's something I need to tell you. Ever since I made it out alive, there are some things I understand now. It's true that my game's over. As you all insisted at the time, I'll abide by the rules of this world. But as long as I'm in stir here, I can't clean up after myself. So I hope this will give you something to think about regarding this case. There's still this feeling I can't shake. It's about how it all started, about that midnight channel. Now I remember, someone told me about it when I first came to town, before I heard the rumors at the station. And I was intrigued when I noticed that something similar was written on Namatame's reports as well. But I can't remember who it was that told me. Since Namatame and I both gained our power after coming to Inaba, I have a feeling that has something to do with it. I don't know if any of this will be useful or not, but I hope it can help somehow.
There's still more.
When I'm here, I think of Dojima-san, Nanako-chan, and you. A lot. Though my time with you didn't seem like much fun before. It's strange.
Adachi's well-organized words unfold on a piece of stationery paper.
Despite it all, I'm grateful to you. Thank you. But let me just say this. You're a dumbass.
Thanks. Thanks, Adachi.
You take the path you choose, and I'll think about what that means to me, too. I doubt I'll ever see you again, but stay healthy. Goodbye.
The letter ends there. Containing Adachi's letter. You feel a definite bond between you and Adachi. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a genuine bond. These genuine bonds shall be your eyes to see the truth. We bestow upon thee the ability to create the ultimate form of the Hunger Arcana. So we can fuse his persona now. And we forged a bond that cannot be broken. In addition to that, we have maxed out all of the social links. Still, though, the things he wrote gnaw at you. Who did we learn about the Midnight Channel from?
It's not very helpful to know that he can't remember who it was.
I'm not sure how to put it, but I kinda know the feeling. It's like... I don't know how to say this. Like something's connecting all these things. Something beyond what we can see. That world, the Midnight Channel, the ability to enter TVs, they all feel like separate things. You know what I mean? First the rumors, then the serial murder, followed by us deciding to investigate the case. If they all really were separate, they wouldn't fit together like this, right?
Yeah, you're right.
There has to be some kind of conductor behind everything.
So you think the person Adachi mentioned, the one who told him about the Midnight Channel, is that conductor? Did I strike gold again? It's seriously just something that popped into my head!
Maybe it's Chie.
Senpai, is there anything like that you can think of?
The power to enter TVs, where everything about this case started. Learned about the Midnight Channel from Chie a few days after coming to this town is when she told you the rumor. But Adachi and Namatame heard about the Midnight Channel from someone immediately after coming to town. When you think back, you feel as if something happened to you as well upon your arrival here. There's something.
We were involved in a murder case last year, which we succeeded in solving. But the monster we fought last said we did well in playing our parts. Perhaps this means Adachi and Namatame were players as well. Could it be that from the beginning, this serial murder case was merely a portion of a much larger scheme? And none of the people who were directly involved in the case ever suspected it.
Hey, this scheme. Could it be the whole thing about filling both worlds with the fog and turning mankind into shadows?
Definitely seems like that was the end goal.
So someone was behind the scenes watching us. The culprits. And maybe even that monster. And he manipulated Adachi and Namatame at the very beginning so everything would come together perfectly?
Let's go out into town. We might find something. Although, you may be the only one capable of noticing it. Please contact the rest of us should you come across anything.
We can't say our goodbyes tomorrow with this hanging over our heads. Let's go figure this out.
Who could have given you this initial spark for this power? The one you met immediately after coming to town was... I mean, it was my uncle, Dojima. In any case, you need to see them to confirm the truth. Because Dojima greeted us at the station. And then... Okay, well, let's just head to Dojima. Oh, hey, I figured they'd be here.
Hmm? Did you already meet all your friends?
Yeah. I wanted to talk with you, though.
What's this all of a sudden?
You asked Dojima about the first day you arrived in town.
The day you first came to town?
Yeah.
Let's see. We were the first ones to greet you, right?
Yeah, it was the train.
Did we stop somewhere on the way home? I'm pretty sure Nanako and I left home that afternoon, picked you up, and came straight back.
No, we stopped at a gas station.
Now that I think back to that night, I was called back to work as soon as we got home, so I couldn't talk much.
No, I remember we stopped at a gas station. I'm trying to remember back to like episode 1, like the video that I haven't watched in like a couple of weeks. Yeah, we stopped at a gas station, and then Nanako got out, and then you went out for a cigarette.
And the very next day,
I definitely remember that.
those strange murders started. Sheesh. Lots happened since then. It's been one heck of a year, hasn't it?
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, big bro. On the first day, didn't we stop at that place? The gas station.
Okay.
I used the bathroom there.
I'm not remembering that incorrectly.
When I got back to the car, you were talking to the weird attendant.
A weird attendant?
Yeah, when I first met you, I remember the gas attendant because he was weird.
Now that you mention it, I do remember that. I filled the tank before we went home, huh? Yeah, I do remember you talking to the attendant there. I didn't remember seeing him much before, so he stuck in my mind. But I don't know about calling him weird. It wasn't like he looked or acted funny. Yeah, come to think of it, I never saw that guy again.
It wasn't really that the attendant looked weird. But after you talked to him, you looked sick, big bro.
I look sick?
Don't you remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I asked you on the way home. Are you car sick? You said you were okay, but that attendant, he was just a little scary for some reason.
Well, I didn't know about that. But honestly, I'm surprised you're asking all these questions. I thought you came here just to reminisce. So, why are you looking for the person you met first? Is something going on with that attendant? Do you know him?
It might be important.
I see. Well, just remember that you leave tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're up to, but you should come back home early. There are some dark clouds on the horizon. We might get some rain soon.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay.
The first place you stopped when you came to town was the gas station. Maybe someone there will jog your memory. This is the first time it's let me back into the Velvet Room all day today.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. How may I help you? You have solved the mystery and deflected the disaster that so nearly fell upon you. Is there something else beyond this you need our assistance with?
Yeah, there's just one last thing.
Intriguing. So, is there still something that leaves you unsatisfied?
Yeah.
What may that be? Well then, let's take a look and see what it is you might be sensing.
What?
Wow. That's a lot.
What on earth is it?
Ah, this is a surprise. These are shards of power, allowing one to see through to the truth of things without being swayed by hollow rumors. Interesting. Indeed, you have come here today for a reason. Then I shall play my part as well. That is a crystal of power which you have nurtured through your journey. An orb that repels fabrications of all sorts, dispels lies, and shines upon the truth.
Obtained Orb of Sight.
Hey, I remembered something about myself. I was born a long, long time ago. I was the unconscious wish shared by people's minds to protect the world of man, walk the path of man, fulfill the wish of the world. That was my role. But people changed. People stopped wishing for truth and life. Or maybe they just stopped paying attention. Eventually, the me that wanted to protect humanity and the me that wanted to fulfill humanity's wish couldn't stay as one. The desires of man had no bounds, and one day, my other half became its own existence, much larger than myself. I was left behind, with no power or memories. I became a tiny fragment, incapable of even clearing the fog without giving my own life to do so. Kusumi no Okami. The rest, you already know. Without my powers, I became a tool, manipulated by the other me. You already know, huh? The cause of it all. The one who created the Midnight Channel and gave you the power to enter the TV. The real puppet master, who tried to fill both worlds with fog, using me and the Sagiri. If you don't defeat her, the world will never be truly clear of that fog. Go. Follow what you believe in. The truth is right in front of you.
Truth is a thing which only appears to those who have observed, considered, and made a choice. At the end of the path you chose lies the truth. Believe in it, and continue without faltering.
How marvelous. It seems that you will reveal the journey's true end, one beyond our predictive power. Now go to the place where everything began.
It began raining. Okay. I've kind of freaked out a little bit. It was you. Now, hi there. Do you need something? Isn't this where I first? What are you talking about? Oh, this is about that part-time job. I'm sorry, we don't have an opening yet. Do you know Adachi? Ah, that serial murder suspect. A real tragedy, wasn't it? The case was solved, right? Thank goodness. Those two come here? That's a weird question to ask. I don't know if it was right here, but I might have met them before. I've been in this town for a long time, so yeah, there's a good chance. It's not like I knew them personally. If you got nothing else, do you mind leaving me alone? I asked you to leave me alone. Did you miss that? Did you do anything to them? Huh? To those two? Ah, that's right. I remember now. I think I met them when they first came to town. So I greeted them saying, "Welcome to Inaba." But that's all. Just that. What about it? What did you do to me? What did I do? Don't you remember? I met you here when you first came to town. I did the same thing of what I did for those two. I greeted you, that's all. We talked for a couple minutes. Hey, mind if I ask you something? Why all these questions? Is there something that's bothering you about the time we first met? Yes, there is. Amazing. You've reached me at last. Let's drop this charade. To be quite honest, I was waiting for you to come. Adachi, Namatame, and you. It is I who awakened that power within you three. The ones who had potential. But having said that, I am rather surprised.
You really are troublesome. Not only did you defeat the two Sagiri I snuck into Adachi and Namatame, but you even saved that stunted dwarf of a life.
You're talking about Marie.
It's such a foolish thing. What good is saving her life? She is but rubbish, suitable only for getting rid of that pointless fog. Don't tell me she was still carrying that around. Oh, excuse me. I was talking about that bamboo comb you have on you.
And what about it?
It seems you don't know who gave her that comb either. That comb is a symbol of the separation we went through.
Remember Kanji's mother mentioned that when you visit Tatsumi Textiles with Marie. It's an old belief that combs have the power to cause separation.
How foolish. That comb was a curse. And to think she treasured it all this time. She must have been desperate for something to cling to. There's a limit to how irresponsible you can get.
Yeah, don't you look down on Marie?
And what are you going to do about it? The last battle wasn't enough for you. You certainly have the powers I was expecting.
Yeah, who are you?
You must know by now. Isn't that why you came? Your friends were drawn to the spark I stirred in you. That's why they're here now, with their awakened powers. Still, I didn't think you'd make it all the way to me. Indeed, I never expected this at all. You're really something. What? You don't remember? When you first came to town, I gave your power a gentle push. Just like this. Are you in high school? Does it surprise a city boy to see how little there is out here? There's so little to do, I'm sure you'll get bored fast. You'll either be hanging out with your friends or doing part-time jobs. Speaking of which, we're actually looking for part-time help right now. Give it some thought, why don't you? We don't mind if you're a student.
You feel an extreme dizziness.
You're not the only one I welcomed to town with a handshake greeting. I did the same for a few other outsiders like you. A handful of strangers were more than sufficient to stimulate a small place like this. But it seems the stimulus was stronger than I imagined. Enough to envelop this town with fog, and later lift it. Not only that, you now stand before me as if your assigned part wasn't enough. What for?
The fog is still there. To learn the truth.
What will grasping the truth do for you? Why such greed? I guess it's the foolish nature of being mortal. I am Izanami. Amino Sagiri, ruler of the fog, is merely an aspect of myself that I birthed long ago. You awakened to a power I had not imagined. You defeated the two Sagiri and the one fragment born from me. And now here you stand, face to face with me.
The fact that the voice is changing is freaking me out, I'm not gonna lie.
I can no longer ignore this situation as mere foolishness. This may be fate, as decreed by the world. Very well. This time I shall pit my full strength against you. But in return, you must come prepared to follow through in your futile resistance. I'll be waiting for you there.
The one you just encountered was the one entity behind everything. Her name is Izanami. You hear your friends' voices in the distance.
Hey, are you alright? Who was that you were just talking to? Did she just disappear? Wait, don't tell me.
You told your gathered friends what happened between you and the gas station attendant.
So, it wasn't over after all.
You're saying this so-called Izanami is the conductor, and she's waiting for us in the other world?
Seems like...
If we don't beat her, I'm sure it'll all happen again.
Oh, okay. The others aren't far off, so I'll call them up.
Yeah, will ya? Tell him this is really gonna close the case.
Right. We'll defeat her and put an end to this for sure this time.
Alright, then once we're all ready, let's meet up at Junes.
Hell yeah. You finally discovered the true cause of everything that happened. You must defeat this Izanami, who waits for you in that other world. If Izanami truly gave birth to Amino Sagiri, then as long as Izanami is left alone, this town will definitely fall into the fog again someday. And if that were to happen, everyone, all those precious to you, would become mere shadows. This is the most important task you've faced, and it must be taken care of before leaving town. You must ensure complete peace for this town, where you've lived with everyone. Alright, guys. Gotta get everybody together. We have to do this.
Alright!
This is finally it. So many things have happened until now, but we'll beat this Izanami and put an end to all of this. Right? Yes, but since we were spread out all over town just a moment ago, let's go over what happened. This is the last measure that we need to be taken. We need to make sure that we end this properly. Let's go, guys.
All right, time to get fired up.
Hell yeah.
I sense a tremendous presence. It's unlike anything we had faced. And it seems like a new area has formed.
I bet it's that lady. She's waiting for us there. That reminds me. That Amino something we beat said stuff like, "We'll meet again." If that thing's gonna show up again, let's crush him completely so he can't cause any more problems from here on out.
Damn straight. Let's go snap that thing in two. We'll do it and give Senpai a big farewell tomorrow.
Let's do our best like always, leader.
It is kind of sad that this really is gonna be the last time we do something like this. You know, this might sound like a weird thing to say, but it was a lot of fun.
That's because we all strove together toward a common goal. There were many things we believed in without questioning them. The culprit's identity, their motives. There were many occasions where we nearly gave up.
But we never did.
It may have been easier if we'd chosen to look the other way, but we didn't.
Even if we had to fight every inch of our way. I want to go on feeling, seeing, touching, and thinking for myself.
Yeah. Still, one person alone can only understand so much. That's why we're all here together.
Hell yeah.
Right! All for one and one for all!
So long as someone's got your back, you can kick against the pricks no matter how tough they are.
This is for our future!
So we can see him off tomorrow with no regrets.
Ew. Yosuke always has to try to make himself look all cool. But he's so pathetic, it makes my skin crawl.
Teddy, what?
Probably just fleas on your ratty old suit. I spilled juice on you earlier.
No wonder I smell of orangey freshness.
Well then, let's do this!
This will be the last time I help you catch the bad guy. Sensei, good luck. And we're definitely gonna need that luck in the next episode. Thank you all so much for joining me. And, oof, man, things are getting real spicy. Hope you all join me in the next episode. I'll see you next time. Bye. How wonderful. You've created true connections with each and every social link there is. This is not something that just anyone can accomplish. You are indeed the person I imagined you to be. Your world, I wonder what it is like. If it is possible, I would like you to take me there with you and show it to me. Please accept this. I spent many long hours making it. It will surely protect you in my stead. We got a armor piece. That's pretty friggin' dope.